So Olivia, we're here today doing our race licence test.
Beautiful Goodwood.
How much prep did you do for this?
I had a look at the videos, looked at the starter pack, flags. I think I've nailed the flags. How are you feeling?
Quietly confident. You've done circuit experience, right?
Yeah, I've done a few track days.
Yeah.
And you've got your esports knowledge.
Yeah. Between us, we should be okay.
Should be a good day, and we'll see how we get on.
Fingers crossed.
The idea of your race licence assessment test is to obviously help you go racing, and we're here to help you. So don't be, nervous or worried. And of course, feel free to ask any questions you've got. 2 parts to the assessment. You'll, at the beginning, have a bit of a classroom session backed up by some video to help you with the written part of the assessment. And following that, we'll have some driving assessments on the circuit. Again, a lot of hand-holding. We deliberately ask you to go slower than your maximum, and the main thing we're looking for is your awareness on the circuit. Today is about getting your licence, not learning to go fast, if that makes sense. And as I say, remember, it's all about us helping you achieve that. We're not trying to stop you enjoy your racing.
It's funny because I wanted to do it and I was thinking about doing it, but I wasn't really quite sure how to go about it. And then I saw what Motorsport UK were doing, and here at Goodwood, which is like one of my favourite tracks. I have driven around this track before, but it was about 3 or 4 years ago. I like to think I have a bit of an advantage being an F1 commentator. I know most of the flags, although there was one flag, code 60, I don't think I've ever seen that used in my life.
I've not been on track in a proper car before, only on go-karts, so this is a first for me. I'm feeling very nervous, but I'm excited to get on track. I love cars and I love racing, so to have my first licence will be very cool. So fingers crossed that I pass.
But I'm just going to go through and reinforce the most important things that you need to know. So you have all the ammunition that you need to be able to answer the questions. All of the flags and the 2 sections on safety, you have to get 100% right. There's no room for error. There's then 9 questions on general stuff at a race meeting, and you're allowed to make a few mistakes on that. As long as you've got 5 out of 9, you still pass. The only way that we can get information to a driver out on circuit once he's in the car and racing is via flag signals. You will see a green flag at the start of a qualifying session or practice session. Normally you'll see green flags waved at every marshal's post around the circuit. You get 2 different signals of this. A single waved yellow flag means there is danger ahead. A double waved yellow flag means that danger is imminent, i.e. you're closer to it.
You can apply common sense, but the answers are so obscure that like maybe if it'll be one or the other, and you start questioning yourself, but are you applying a bit of logic? You can sort of get there.
I read through the whole thing and then went back to start and then checked about 4 times.
So basically we're running 15-minute sessions.
Yeah.
One of you driving with me. As we come off the track, there's an area where I'll get you to wait, swap over.
Yeah.
And then we just repeat that 3 times and then come back here. Now, it is totally normal and expected for us to be the slowest car out there.
Yeah.
So we're in a slow car. We've deliberately said to you 3/4 of your maximum. So it's very much more that you're going to be watching mirrors regularly and being overtaken. And we wait for a green light. It releases us into a gap, but keep right, double check your mirrors before you move over to the left. Don't assume the green light means it's clear. It is clear. I'm moving over to the left and we can start to see some of the signage that's going to help you. Numbers are just the distance to the corner. Chevrons are kind of prompt to turn, but the important one here is the red arrow, which is showing you where to ease off the brakes and blend it into the initial turn.
So it just looks like a few cycling laps and sort of learning the car and getting ready. We just get into a quick grip with the car before we go out into those bigger sessions. I think everything all day has just been really like ease you in, get you ready for it, and keep you relaxed and ready, prepared as much as you can.
And this is an area where we're going to do a bit of gentle braking as we gently turn towards this first fake wall. Close to the left-hand fake wall, and then unwind the steering, feed in the power. I'm going to keep right and let this car go by. In fact, there's 2 of them. we'll deliberately come off the power, get rid of those cars as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
It will be different to your process during a race, but today that's what we're going to do.
But yeah, it's amazing. Everything's been great so far. Everyone's lovely. Everyone's just so welcoming and just keeping you like, it's an easy day, it's a good day. You're here to learn, you're here to pass a test at the end of the day. But the way they do it is just fantastic. All good? Enjoy it?
Yeah, all good. Have fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sean, take a moment to get the seat comfortable, steering wheel, etc.
Absolutely.
It was good. It was nice to kind of get a feel for the track, kind of see where you're going to go. He was very good at explaining everything.
What they're actually looking for is primarily safety. They want them to be consistent. We expect them to be reasonably quick. We're not looking to see how fast they can drive. We just want them to be a reasonably consistent speed, but also being fully aware of what's going around them.
So, a couple of basics that make things a lot easier for you on the circuit. First of all, keep your hands 2/4 on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Also, if you need to, in the chicane, for example, you can cross your arms.
Okay.
So what they say don't do on the road, very much expected on the circuit. So be ready to go up to second, third gear. It is clear, so we can continue to merge over to the left. Stay on the power, stay left. No need to worry about gears. Braking across now to that wall on the right, off the brake, close to the wall on the left. Unwind the steering, feed the power in, check your mirrors, and then we'll merge to the left if it's clear. A little bit of curb used on the exit, which in the dry is acceptable, it's fine.
Was that just a bit too hot coming in?
No, not really, it's just using all the space.
Okay.
And you're going to do that in your racing, at the correct type of curb. A bit more power and back to the right, short firm brake, and then across to the yellow board on the left. You're on the border of not slowing down quite enough for this corner now.
Okay.
So as your speed naturally goes up, remember your braking needs to increase as well. Down to third, look across the grass for your apex. Well done. So let it all sink in, and that's a really good strong start. Know what I would call mistakes we need to put right.
Okay.
It's now just building your confidence, and to be honest, how you drove and your speed is fine for what we're doing, but we'll perhaps try and pick up the speed, a few more revs. We're just trying to use the car a little bit more, but as a starting point, perfect. Well done.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, that was good. I feel like nerves are starting to go now. One of the corners I started to come in a little bit too hot. So he was like, maybe just next time. But I think it's like getting to know the track. He was positive that it was a good start. So now we just got to use the car a bit more, I think.
Braking across to the yellow board. Now you are going plenty fast enough for the assessment. So to give you some perspective, you don't need to keep going quicker. You're more than fast enough for what we got to do today. So certainly in the third run, now's fine. We can look at going quicker, but in your third run, back it off a bit, avoid mistakes. Keep left up to your turn point. Miss this apex by a bit more next time. You can feel the car being right where it doesn't want to be. A, it feels like it's tripping over itself, and B, it pushed you wide of the second apex. We need it the other way round. Merge back to left when it's clear. This dark square of tarmac is a perfect trigger now for going left when no one's overtaking, aiming at the number 50, but brakes now, firm brakes, down to third gear, stay on the brake, keep left as you ease off them, and then add a bit of lock to get to your yellow apex board. Be a bit more to the left between those two red arrows.
Got you.
Braking firmly diagonally as you go across to this wall, off the brake close to the left wall, straighten up the steering, feed in the power, check your mirrors, and now it's clear we can merge to the left. So These greasy conditions where it's either just drying or just rained, often it's more slippery than when it's pouring with rain, believe it or not. So don't be fooled now by the sun's out. It's not that wet, we'll go really quick. That can catch you out. Trickiest conditions you can drive in, basically. When it's slightly greasier than this, this isn't bad now. When you come off the brakes, especially here, unsqueeze them, don't leap off them. Because just as you want to turn the car, it surges. And you're not using the car's weight to help you. I won't go into too much detail now, later on we'll talk about it, but remember to unsqueeze them rather than feeling you've got a rush getting off the brake pedal. You're blending it into the turn.
He's a racing driver. It was good, but I think like by the third run, I felt way more confident with the car. So like it took me a little while to get up to speed, but then it starts to clear up and I got into my rhythm a bit, and then that was only the lap, that was the out lap. So when I first started, I was like, okay. And then just try to keep it smooth and consistent. And then before I knew it, he said, well, that's your 3 laps, you're done. Congratulations, you got your license. And I was like, oh, no way.
I was nervous, but I did know what to expect, which was nice. Didn't mean that I wasn't nervous though, it was still there. But once you get out on track, I was actually 5 minutes in, the nerves sort of went and you're focused and the adrenaline's going, and it was great. I really enjoyed it.
I've marked your papers, and you'll both be very pleased to know that you've passed the written part of the exam. So good, well done. You've got good marks on there, so that's great. You've passed, so you passed your written earlier on. You've now passed your driving one. So the important thing that I have to do now is just fill this out.
How did you find it?
Difficult at first. I feel like I'm very much worked up to what got me to passing the test at the end. Yeah, but the instructor was great. Alan was fantastic. He talked me through it, made me realise things that maybe I'd carried over from sim racing.
Yeah, definitely. I like the 3 sessions to kind of build your confidence.
Yeah.
I was quite nervous when he went quiet, but it was good. It got through it.
Do you feel confident taking this experience now and going to a circuit and actually getting into a race, or?
I think next would be more circuit days, build more confidence.
Yeah,
but yeah, hopefully eventually we could get there.
Definitely. Yeah, well done.
Good
Congratulations.
job.